Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing Gorilla Tag. First, let me start the recording.
Again, but having gone 60 years completely unaware, Stella wasn't.
Okay,
It can be unsettling.
should see it.
Sad to contemplate. It usually causes no real damage to the mind, besides some general
Let's go to Gorilla Tag.
Considering the plus of Stella being 91, the doctors decided that putting her under general anesthetic and surgically removing the fetus would put her life in more
I have
danger
smacked
than
my
her
pinky
life.
so many
So her
times.
unborn, calcified baby was left to continue existing within her. Man, I can't even imagine what living with that knowledge would be like. 91-year-old Estella may never have been able to fulfill her dream of having a child, but this next woman is living proof that it's truly never too late. It's Safina Quiet, a golden woman who could be Africa's oldest mom at 70 years old. Having longed for a child her whole life, Safina had her first at the age of 67, and then even more incredibly, twins at 70. Now, biologically, women in middle age will experience
You two told me 3 a.m. That's crazy. You're getting reported for cancel.
fertilization, and they can no longer be pregnant.
No! Don't cancel me!
Safina was able to bear children at 70 thanks to the
I
baby.
married on
Well,
accidentally
it's
reporting
certainly
you
up
for
for
tax.
debate as to whether having children so late in life is ethical. There's no doubt that Safina would love and cherish the children she worked so long for. And there's nothing so profoundly symbolic of the circle of life than seeing every person who knew this viral image from 2015. Depicting the astonishing
You gotta hear
quickly picked up millions of likes when they were shared
Oh,
on
look at
Facebook.
me.
But before it got completely wild, I did some digging. Despite what certain channels have intimated, it doesn't show a mother.
I feel like no one has this cosmetic no more. Like, it's dead cosmetic. Okay. Look at me, guys. I just pulled a gun from my mommy. I definitely do not have any guns. I feel like everybody report I am staying, bro.
Orifices to their child. This next man got pretty close to being the last first pregnant leader. Kinda. Come on to explain. It was 1999 and Indian man Sanju Bhagat was struggling with an immensely swollen stomach and breathing difficulties. Oddly enough, for as long as he could remember, he'd always had a swollen stomach. However, at 36 years old, it had gotten so bad he could barely breathe.
If you guys
So
want to
he
know my
went to the
color,
doctors who examined him
red
and found a
5,
large mass
0,
which they
green,
assumed to be a tumor. As such, it became a medical emergency, but when they began operating on Sanju, they found something so peculiar, they were gobsmacked. For starters, gallons of fluid spilled out of Sanju's stomach. This raised alarm bells just as the surgeon delved in further alarm.
its name is Eddie.
There, lurking inside, was a half-formed creature with hands, feet, jaws, hair, What exactly was it? In short, it was a fetus. But wait, before anyone starts thinking that Sanju was actually pregnant, that's not the case. See, it turns out that while in his mother's womb, Sanju had been a twin. Very early on, however, he ramped around his little siblings to the point he completely consumed the other fetus. This is an incredibly rare phenomenon known as fetus infantility. Extraordinarily, some twin can continue to survive, behaving almost like a parasite as it forms an umbilical cord-like structure that reaches onto its twin's blood supply. As the
Forget that mayo? Well, your pup didn't forget about that sando. Let's try again. This time, starting with a popsicle. 30 minutes of doggy distraction for them, and a peaceful lunch for you.
Yo, how do you spell?
As the twin continues to eat, it can grow so big that, in Sanju's case, it poses a violation such as terrifying. Listen, if you two, extremely well documented
both have the same name.
At first,
They
doctors
both
assumed
have the same name.
were astonished when it revealed itself as a massive
Someone
tissue
has
bone
his
dwelling in the
Someone
toddler's
has
abdomen. Incredibly tiny 15-month-old Misha had
He
been
has DJ.
11-ounce fetus, which would have been a twin. To get that
can't
number
reach your
straight,
name.
the average weight of the newborn
Your name's DFG. My name is not DFG.
like any fetus, they're not always cancerous, they can still be pretty scary. But of all the tumors, there's one that'll really shiver your timbers. It's called a teratoma, or as I like to call it, a terrortoma. But what is a teratoma? Well, to put it simply, it's a rare type of germ cell tumor that can grow creepy stuff like hair, bones, pussies, and even fully formed teeth. Yeah, I wish I was kidding. The only positive is that these hairy chomping tumors are rarely cancerous. Still, when a Japanese woman had a teratoma within her ovaries back in 2010, doctors discovered something especially concerning about it. It had bones, limbs, teeth, hair, guts, one eye, and even a brain, leading the doctors to describe it as a small black and misshapen human. Jeez. I mean, imagine finding out that there's a literal brain in your stomach. If my stomach had a brain, it'd probably tell me not to chomp through a whole pack of Krispy Kremes in one sitting. The worst part of this whole ordeal is that the teratoma had almost everything it needed to become a conscious being, and that's seriously spooky. But not nearly as spooky as this next story about a middle-aged woman who was correctly told by the voices in her head that she had a brain tumor. Yeah, it's a bizarre one, so keep watching. The woman explained how she'd been home alone one day when she suddenly heard a voice talking to her. A voice she realized was inside her head. Please don't be afraid. I know it must be shocking for you to hear me speaking to you like this, but this is the easiest way I can think of. My friend and I used to work at the children's hospital, and we'd like to help you. Naturally, the woman was freaked out and initially sought psychiatric help. She was diagnosed with functional hallucinatory psychosis and prescribed medication which, for a time, stopped the voice. However, while on vacation, it returned with a startling new message. This time, she was told to immediately head back to her home in England, and it even gave her the address of a specific hospital and explained that her brain had both her children. The hospital was at first reluctant to perform a scan based on, well, a disembodied voice. However, to keep her withering mind at ease, they eventually gave in. Unbelievably, the voice was right. Doctors were shocked to find exactly what the woman had described and quickly got to work. Thankfully, the operation was a resounding success. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. After having the tumor removed, the woman claimed the voice returned one last time to say, "We are pleased to have helped you. Goodbye."
Bye-bye,
Then it
guys.
vanished forever.